Okay, I'm going to show you the tool that is central to any forest fire lookout station. In this tower we have a device called an Osborne Fire Finder. This is an actual original Osborne Fire Finder, but every station has something pretty much like this. It's basically a glass table with a map underneath of it. And in this map, in the center of it, is the Forest Fire Lookout Station and the surrounding area. Here in San Diego, you can see Lake Henshaw and you can see Vail Lake. And on the outside of it are two rings. This ring rotates, and with it rotate the markers and my measuring tape. This ring does not move. This ring stays in one place. And I'm not moving the table, I'm just moving the outside ring. On this ring are these markers, and you can see actual horse hair that is used as the sight on this distant sight mark here, this brass sight mark. I rotate around to show you the other side. This also is brass. And you can use it for elevation, to try and calculate elevation. We don't use that here, but what we do is sight right through the center of this, through the horsehairs, to line up where the fire is. So let's say we see smoke way out there in the distance, and I go, well, without the fire finder, I'd guess 20 miles and it's south of us. This will let us get a lot more precise. What I do is I take the fire finder, I rotate the bezel around, and I gun sight, quite literally, the fire right through the center ring. And I look and I get the horsehair centered, and you can see I'm moving it, and I gun sight right at it. I get it pointed perfectly at it, and I look down, and that bottom ring that didn't move has numbers in it, has graduations that point or give you a direction and heading. So I'm pointed right about now, I'm pointed 171 degrees. So if this thing were pointed this way, I'd be pointed due north, and it's calibrated so this thing doesn't move, it always points north. So I know that thing is at 170 degrees from me, our imaginary smoke out there. Come around here, and I go, this is where you use your best judgment, and I go, I think that's about 5 valleys away, and I'm going to put it right there. And having knowledge of the local area helps. I'm going to say it's right there, and that's at the 6-inch mark. I know that each inch is 2 miles, so that's 12 miles away from me. Now I have a distance, 12 miles, and I have a heading. Come over here to my paper, I enter in the heading, or azimuth bearing, enter in the distance, and then they also want to know any nearby landmarks, type of smoke, and then I call dispatch. And here in the Cleveland National Forest, we call Cleveland radio. High Point, that's us, and I either say fire traffic or smoke traffic. That's kind of esoteric. Fire traffic's if you believe it's in the forest, smoke if it's out. There's other information on here, but the real heart of it is distance and heading. And that's exactly what the fire finder gives you. Now let's say you're trying to gun sight and you have that support right in the way, or any one of the things that are in here that hold up the roof. No problem. The fire finder on this table moves back and forth. So you can move it around obstacles, point this at virtually anything you're trying to target. And that is the Osborne Fire Finder.